Let the awkwardness ensue. Hello, you frickin' whoever wants to watch this. I'm here with something else, something I've been meaning to read for quite some time, but haven't actually gotten into. But now I am. Because, well, why not? It seems like it's gonna be good. Like, really good. Like, look at this stuff. There's Barm. And it even has its own website, as you can see at the top. Although the text in it kind of freaking goes a bit long. So I'm probably only going to read like I'm probably only going to read like 100 pages per episode. So yeah. Anyway. First, volume mixer. Freaking oh. Um. Bandcamp. Oh hey, they made a new thing. I don't remember this being here. Oh my. Alright, anyway. Guess I should download. Alright, let's start with Vaster. This young troll stands in his respite block. It just so happens that today, the 22nd bilunar perigee of the third dark season's equinox, is the day of this indicated troll's larval awakening, also known as his wriggling day. A night that stands out in infamy among the rest of the litter, mainly just because of the fact that it really doesn't need to exist. Though it was 8 tour sweeps ago he was given life, and also 8 sweeps ago he was given a name. He decides to let you type an effortless insult into one of those plates that appears when you attempt to name someone. He can just sense that the tips of your nubs are perspiring with the anticipation of such an idea. You both know you can't deny the appeal of this offer. Go on and get it over with. Alright, let me just... Oh, I guess I'll have to... There. And it's extract here. Oh, okay, now that's... I have... Heck! I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, wait, wait. Vast! Vassy! Okay, sure. Put all of you in there. And you. There we go. And a little freaking icon. Come on. Come on. Oh, hey, characters I don't know yet. I don't need that or that. Alright, let's just play all. But wait, stop. There. Let's just get that down to a good volume. There we go. How long has it been? 4 minutes of just this. That sounds too quiet. Alright. Enter name. Yes, this is most certainly the greatest insult in the history of history. This guy congratulates you on how original you are for making an insult that is something even a Wriggler's undeveloped think pan could easily conjure up in a matter of seconds. Alright, this guy is allowing you one more chance to not ruin this, though he highly doubts the odds of said chances are in his favor. Try again. What do you know? He was completely right. In fact, he was more than right. That was even worse than your original attempt. How is that possible? let's just move on to you identifying his real name before you embarrass yourself any further. Next. Your name is Archjek Vorat. As was oh gee. As was previously mentioned, it is your wriggling day. It's not really something you feel need to be celebrated, and everyone knows that already. Nobody celebrates their wriggling day since it brings across too many shattered memories for anyone to bear most of the time. Despite that, you know there is always a remote possibility that someone could have the distasteful intention of bringing it up in conversation as if it is a good thing. That's not very common at all, but you still never know. Unlike most trolls your age, or even trolls of an earlier age, I just realized I never did a bike test. I'm hoping I'm recording it well. Unlike most trolls of your age, or even trolls of an earlier age, you don't have a large amount of hobbies. Not every troll around you can end up being some sort of prodigy. Not to mention, the few things you are interested in aren't exactly considered productive means of time usage. You could even say you're quite lazy most of the time. In the past, you liked reading stories of masked vigilantes and watching copious amounts of 2D fiction. This used to lead to some scribbling, but you aren't all that interested in doing those things anymore for unspecified reasons. You also enjoy drinking Mountain Dew Code Red quite frequently. In fact, you enjoy it so much that you might be able to label it as an addiction. You don't take much part in talking to your 11 other friends, even though they take part in talking to you constantly on the new chat system, Scorp. Yeah, there isn't really that much to say about you, that much more to say about you. Your troll tag is animated humorous, and while your screen name and quirk are sort of really awkward now, you've left it alone. Oh, wait, I just realized. I should be doing this. Ha 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 ha. It also manages to be hypocritical considering the fact that you speak in a rather serious tone most of the time. Right now, you don't have anything you really need to be doing. You should probably start to do something, though. You're getting tired of just standing in the spot and blankly staring at the other side of the room. What will you do? Arctic, pick up all this trash on your floor. The fact that it's frickin' Mountain Dew Code Red. I have kind of seen like the first 30 pages or so, but I don't really know anything else other than that. Like, heck. If you're referring to all the cans of Code Red, then you would be completely mistaken about them being trash. If there were levels of how insanely wrong you are about the soda, you'd be on the highest level of wrong. You're wrong in every sense of the definition, of which there are many. You are wrong so many times. The ones laying down have been haphazardly tossed back as you finish them. The ones standing up are finished too, actually, but you have left a couple marinating there for a while near your desk in case of some sort of hurried caffeinated emergency. The balls of paper might be trash enough. Maybe you'll pick them up when you feel like it. Maybe. Architect? Wait. Isn't this the Sonic 3 sound font? Or something like that? I don't know. Sounds like it though. Architect? Look at posters. My common sense is tingling! You used to think that these two were some sort of the biggest badasses who have ever not lived. Batman and Deadpool were your two favorites back when you were younger. You haven't read any sort of issue from either one of their series in a very long time. Around 2 sweeps ago, to be more specific. You always used to fantasize about how great it would be to have powers or a special array of technology as great as theirs. It really wasn't a well-planned aspiration. It could never happen, because this is real life, and that's not how things work in the real world, which harbors real life. Though, Minecraft? Oh. Though, while you gaze at their tightly suited splendor, you begin to once again wonder what things would be like if you somehow acquired the power to miraculously live as if you brutally murdered, or even fly. But that's all in the past now. Why you still keep these up, you have no clue. Arcjek, stack up code red cans and plow through them like a Skull Titan. Oh my god, it's beautiful. Not going to happen. You can't believe you even thought about that. Despite how fun it may actually end up being, you can't afford to be silly right now. Meandering around your block and looking at all of your old junk is obviously much more important than your own entertainment. Arcjek, overdramatically turn and glare at the picture on your dartboard. I've, oh god, this is freaking gold. One of my friends actually had this as their profile picture for some time. You begin to slowly rotate your head to look at the appalling printed out box on your dartboard. Where should you even begin with this abhorrent monstrosity that some would dare to call food? That's a large exaggeration away from the truth. A detestably enormous one. Vast, even. Now it's really quiet. Alright. Usually, food can at least be choked down, even if it's disgusting and slimy. Your species has an affinity for that sort of consistency in the first place. But if you try to eat one of Lunchable's mini burgers or pizza and treats or whatever's, there would be vomit on the ground. It would be incomprehensible how much vomit there. Oh god, there actually was on the ground. You would barf out every last organ you have lying inside you. Oh god, that's disgusting. I can't even see what this is. You're getting tired of looking at that picture on the dartboard. It's not tired of looking at you though. It never is. You're going to just have to. Uh, oh yes. Show it who runs things around here. Bullseye. Nice shot. Oh, you have effectively shown it who runs things around here. It should it should know better than to try to challenge you, but you are aware that it will always stay pinned there, staring at you, awaiting the next battle, prepared time and time again, certain of its defeat, but triumphant and persistent enough that it thinks it will get past you without so much as one more dart in its ugly bug. In a specific kind of way, you feel it has always some sort of victory over you each time you two duel. A shallow, yet painful victory. It holds the pleasure of having already beaten you, but it is too modest to let you know. Now that you actually took the time to throw anything, that was all in your imagination. Oh my god. Arcjek, look at the book on top of your thermal hull. It's burning up, isn't it? Oh. It's really nothing worth looking at. There's no need to go back there. Something happened. Oh shit. And just what could that be? Whatever it is, it totally almost turned off your inner monologue. Can you believe the nervousome trolls out there? I mean, seriously, what is up with this society? They think they can just do whatever okay, monologue restored, you can go investigate now. Arcjek, investigate Plink. Should I turn this up more? Nah. Those. Okay, Those are some pretty big horns. Is that a sea dweller? Oh god. Wait. Let's see here. Aha! Gotcha now! After a very thorough and intricate peek at the scene, you've come to the conclusion that the plink very much means death. Architect, scream. Ah! Oh my. Oh my god. Architect, get up and hide under your desk. Oh wow, that is smooth. Architect, get interrupted by hiding. Oh, so close. Phase 1 was complete, screaming and running around anxiously, the only logical start to any brilliant plan. Phase 2, the final phase, was going to be hiding for several hours and pretending as if you are already dead. This is an act you can actually put on, but at this point it's not needed. You're feeling dead enough as it is without giving in to the whims of any of zany spur-of-the-moment ideas. Plus, it appears that one of your pesky chat fodder buddies has been patiently lying in wait for a response you were elated to not have to give. There isn't anything stopping you from keeping silent, but as we've seen, things only get worse when nothing is happening. Given that your untimely demise is now suddenly imminent, you suppose it wouldn't hurt to have someone attempt to remember you fondly, could it? Even if it has to be this windbag. Architect, examine computer. Oh boy. Before you answer, you take a short moment to move the junk off of your desk, grab your keyboard, and examine your computer. You spend many lifeless hours sitting here and doing nothing. It's actually pretty great until something happens, and then it isn't. Much like the rest of your spaces, you keep your random folders containing a lot of old pictures and files around wherever. You make sure to cover the screen so that you don't ever have to see them. This also doesn't help with the fact that, over sweeps of not caring to safely browse for objects, you have accumulated a number of nasty viruses. You get fake advertisements for products you didn't win on a nearly constant basis. The Scorp chat client is open. It's the new standard in conversation technology until the next thing comes. The entire system is laden with its fix of complicated strings, broken code walls, and a completely whacked update schedule that doesn't seem to affect anything one way or the other. The draw is that, even for being clunky, it is rather customizable towards the user's intents. It allows variations on online status, cloying, forced strut, calcitrant, and incognizable are the 4 regular settings, but there is an array of more abnormal emotion-like settings if you're really into sticking out from the already obtrusive crowd. Each Scorp user is also able to decorate the program with various alliterative themes I am not good at pronouncing. Each one relates to a number of varying colors, fonts, and hobbies, even ones that are obscure. Sure. Anything you would think wouldn't exist or be chosen, it's there. But seeing as you have none of these, you keep the built-in systematic stock theme. You are set on calcitrant at all times, and have the system set up so you aren't forced to hear the unruly ding of a ping with each message. It also delivers a bluntly professional note to any and all parties who attempt contact with you. Though, as always, that doesn't deter this one from chatting it up with you, or any of the others for that matter. This is one of the better times to give in, as this will be your last chance at giving a good impression on the grounds of social interaction. Only, it won't be. Arcjek, answer troll. Oh boy. Windless Artifactor began trolling animated humorous. Hey, animated humorist isn't here. He isn't. He's gone, and it says not to bother him right by his name. The red dot, whatchamacallit. You know the one? Of course you do, and you message him anyways. What is wrong with you? Man, I know you're there. You like literally never go anywhere at all. Ever. Psst. Psst. Gonna run out of breath psting you. Psst. There I go. Come on, I got a real important question for you. Can't just do me like this. I'm pretty sure I not only can do that to you, but pretty much almost always do that to you. Oh, good. There you are. I was starting to get as sad as you normally sound. Woof. I think my text will continue to speak for itself here. Do me a favor and imagine an absurdly dragged out and coarse voice for this situation. That voice will be me. Alright? Now, examine the same voice over my words, and then imagine as soon as you're done with that the same rasp is much less streamlined, and that my stress center is about a hearty throb away from blowing off in your general direction and promptly swapping your face with a load of general common sense as this sentence runs through your blank canvas of a mind with this next sentence. Ahem. Leave me alone. I'm about to die, and I don't want my final memory to be of your short-spoken minimalist Lalondw. Okay, but what about my important question? Because, I mean, it's pretty important. Okay, I need a drink at this point. The woof. The woof. Alright. It falls in line with a short-spoken minimalist Lalondw. Maybe with a little more slang and a rugged cough to go with it. Who knows? With you, there are infinite possibilities. Which is to say, there are sparingly few, and you're as one-dimensional as they come. Take a lesson in character before you decide to say something that's supposedly important to the big things you're playing up. Yeah, alright, Drama Squirt, that's great and all, but Arcjek, listen. What? Listen. What? Listen. What? Listen. What? Oh, wait. I did not need to do that twice. Heck, okay. Me and UK need an extra player in our game. You should play with us. That wasn't a question. That was a statement. Also, what game? Anthropomunicipality. What other game would I be talking about? That polygonal mess of... You thought it was gonna be Suburb, didn't you? Okay, here's the thing. I'm not going to join you. And also, I don't care about you wasting your time because I'm placing my time and my worries into my life and how it is about to get tragically cut short. By the way, the only, and I mean only reason I even thought to give you anywhere near this long a response instead of a curt howdy fuck off is because I need someone to bear witness to this. Are you serious? I would say I'm dead serious, but I'd be way too right for my own good. I thought you were just being your usual over-the-top self, the typical pain and suffering, you know. But if you're actually totally honestly serious, you should tell me what's going on. I may live in the dark, but that doesn't mean I like being left in it. Woof. I don't even know. There was a foreboding death-cloaked figure who threw a sediment nugget at my window, and I saw them for the span of a nanoblink before they were gone. I was trying to be professional and hide under my desk until you decided to be the obtuse disturber that you are. Part of my splattered life pigment is going to be on your hands now, and I swear, If they're adhesive coated, that it's going to be... If they're adhesive coated, that it's going to become acidic. Well, if I don't hear from you again soon, I'll go ahead and assume you're dead, and I'll be sure to come by and collect your body if it's still there, make something nice out of it. No guarantees, though. If whoever's chasing you wants something with your corpse, I can't really help you. Perfect. That's the most perfect thing you have ever said to me. Do me a favor, though. I know for a fact that it's not P.O., but if I do disappear into obscurity, tell her that the mutilation fairy finally granted her long-awaited wish. But I'm leaving you now regardless. Bye. Sure, but one more thing, real fast. Do you have any glue? No, and if you knocked off the rolling around in it, then you might get to keep some handy. Animated humorist gave up trolling witness artificer. Damn. Come on? Come on? It's pretty good. Architect, check the window again, just to be sure. This is going against your better instincts, but the curiosity is simply maddening. Balling up under your desk won't be satisfying if there are no threatening ends to your hiding means. Still, the Plinkster couldn't just disappear like that, right? There is nothing there. No, that isn't right. Disappearing like they did isn't feasible. It doesn't work that way. Where are you? Come out wherever you are. Ollie Ollie, get in plain sight! You don't care if they're here with intent on maiming or rocky assassination attempts anymore. You just want to know what is going on. You just want to know why. Oh. I like his haircut. Take this kiss upon the brow, and in parting from you now, thus let me avow. You are not wrong, who deem that my days have been a dream. Yet if hope has flown away, in a night or in a day, in a vision or in none, is it therefore the less gone? All that we see or seem, but is but a dream within a dream. Quote by, doesn't matter. The world turns, slow yet infinite. Time runs along in tandem, though it never seems to bring anything concrete with its consistent aging process. Day by day, night by night, moments begin to replay and blur in your mind. Banshees wail in the distance, expressing their distress at the ill-intent midnight drags with its inevitable presence. Black and white moons illuminate the torment seared into their hearts and minds. Fate seems to linger, regardless of significance or happenstance. Life wasn't always like this, but part of you wishes it was. The burden would be much easier to bear. Another part of you begs on hand and knee for the old life you once knew, the one you constantly feel still exists. Not sure if you yearn for it because you want to relive the moments you lost, or if you just want casualty to stop breathing down your neck. Wishes don't solve problems, and wanting them only makes the dilemma more prevalent. Change seldom comes to you. Perhaps this will be the evening when you finally gather the motivation to take a step forward and find the adjustments you've been looking for. A lone thought sticks in your mind in spite of this. With regards to the concept of your life and the monotony it shares with the world surrounding you. You have a feeling that change is never going to come. Architect, wallow. You aren't giving up anytime soon. Not after that. Perhaps it's time. Perhaps it's best we move along. Be the blue guy. You start to be the blue guy. What the fuck is happening? Stop being the blue guy! You stop being the blue guy just soon enough to become this purple girl. Bailing out isn't an option. You've already impeded on this troll's parade ground, and now you're stuck here more than you would be if you were placed in a 1,000-sweep chokehold. Just bring it, you chuckle fucker. Enter name. Enter name? That's one real fucking gag you've got going. You must have a very active imagination. Better knock that off before you're notioned so fully you don't know if your body has contorted into salty, twisty bread, or if your limbs have always been this unattached. I feel violated. Your name is Taz. Just Taz. Of course, according to social convention, you have a longer and more appropriate name. You don't use it for the very justified reason of, it fucking sucks. Nicknames are rather common on this planet, given that the Couchman Golems root you into the denomination lodge to piece together a proper call before you even have fully developed motor skills. So, of course, some of the designations are going to be unintelligible and meaningless. Your religious allegiances lie within that of the Mirthomaniacs, a specific breed of jester-esque personas that wishes to promote the ideology of righteous judgments against lethal fallacies of corruption running wild in the system. This is a fancy way of promoting the perverse nature of choreographed infighting grudge matches to decide who truly deserves a spot the top of the ladder with the Rod brothers. It also keeps the personal intents of grievance slaughtering away from the public. Everybody's got a price. You haven't made a persona of your own yet, and you don't intend to, as you feel it's a pretty idiotic move. Not going to sacrifice your personality for a goofy chant and tight spandex, even if you're meant to admire those who do. But despite this, you have a rather well-established role in the creed due to your intimidation chuckle voodoo that is almost always active. What is this anyway? I never understood. Oh. Okay, I see. You also have an ever-increasing amount of rustic torture weaponry that you've won as trophies, and you spend a significant amount of time attempting to figure out how they function in combat. You keep a rather unsteady relationship with the majority of the group you're stuck in, with the exception of the one and only person who can somehow magically pacify you and your seething disposition. Your tag is pernicious overkill, and you speak in a manner that is way too abrasive for its own good. What will you do? Taz, pet the rock, pet it. Can't you see he's sleeping? You can't just do something like that to the brains of your tag team duo. Even if you don't have a problem with disturbing anybody else, the Rock is special. He's been with you as long as you can remember, and you will always treat him with respect. This is freaking adorable. I love it. Taz, a Meyer poster of Hulk Hogan, the man himself. Starting from the bottom, Terrence Balia was tossed into a resent grade torture fort key match after a disagreement with his hero, the champion of the Ruthless Expeditionary Knockout Tournament, over the worthwhile nature of his facial hair. After being forced to choose his weapon, it was several hours before he was able to murder his powerful assailant and take the key from his neck to leave. And all of this without using his follower Chuckle Voodoo. It was a display unseen before that point in time, and it has never been replicated by another persona since. After being baptized in the blood of his former high brother, he gave himself the name Hulk Hogan and sought out the... frick. Shut... and sought out to meet his makers personally through the creation of his own Federation group, known only as the ICP. Oh my god, no! Oh god. This story is common knowledge. You know it, and everybody else knows it because the hoaxer goes on about the Hulkamania he's created every night on his talk show. You can even hear it blaring from downstairs since watching it is actually mandatory. The guy has single-handedly overtaken the faith on ego and blind devotion alone. Even after his scandal of helping the zealots of a rival faith usher in a wave of demons from the horrorcore dimension. As much as you can respect his tenacity, one day you just might have to kill him for all of this. Taz, examine weapon cabinet. Oh gee. This is where you keep all of your choices for taking down opponents. These tools of bodily destruction includes, but is not limited to, 1 longball mace, your favorites. 1 mouth gasher. 1 pair of skin pierced handcuffs. 1 row of needlepoint gags. 1 torture fork belt. Sans the axle torture fork. 1 palm decimator. And the most potent, 1 ferocity weaver. This is pretty frickin' dark! All of this and more in one easy-to-reach compartment. You even made it easier by breaking the glass with your fist instead of opening the door. Oh gee. Heck. Taz, use ferocity weaver. Oh my god, is that what I think it is? Oh, okay, no it's not. Oh god. You got a little out of hand with the ferocity weaver. Oh god, did you break it? Oh no. Taz, check damage. This isn't the first time this has happened. You have a rather nasty habit of making the same mistakes over and over again without remorse. It's kind of your thing. It appears someone from the fodder is trying to message you. Weren't you set on incognizable? Oh well, it's not like the system has ever managed to function properly in the first place. You're supposed to not receive messages at all, but knowing who's talking, he probably found some manner of bypassing those settings if they didn't already fail. This guy is one of the better ones. You like him. Taz Intertroll. Oh boy. Alright. Unclasped Kahuna began trolling pernicious overkill, so he's a sea dweller. Alright. Hey, what's poppin', Cloudbound? Best get yourself tied up and your jigglers packed the fuck in, cause shit, boy, do I have the light to ignite one hell of a fire inside your brain matter. Ready to start going off when you start getting down? Alright, how am I gonna do this? Let's think here. Do you really think that it is acceptable to just message me? I can't do it right. I don't want that. I don't want this sort of tone to be in the voice. So let's think. Do you really think that it is acceptable to just message me whenever you want? I think I very clearly had my program on its specific settings exactly so that you could not do that, and yet you still do. You're lucky I was actually here to even see this. I happened to be just about to get into something more important and wouldn't have been able to get back to you for a while. Then what would you have done with yourself? So you done now? What? No, I'm not done. Why don't you fucking wait when you can clearly see that I am not done? You interrupted me when I did not want to be, and I was not expecting to be disturbed. So you are going to have to deal with the consequences. Okay, so you're done now, and I'm just gonna keep talking because it's my turn. God fucking. Alright, I guess. So I finally completed my life's work here. Sweeping and sweeps, decoding and encrypting that searching for funny looking rocks gave me some goddamn reassurance that this actually was a big league choice of action. Also, no offense to rocks, by the way, tell the little man what it is for me. Okay? Mouth ruffle. Nah, see, you still ain't getting the grand scope of all the pictures I'm tossing in your direction. Is It's like I'm just slamming pics and rubbing them all over and smearing my good name so you can get the pics, but you is just standing there, all cold-faced and big-breasted. Gotta let me work your bitch, Carney. The picture that I'd like to see is the one that shows me what the actual shit you're talking about. Oh my god, he's wearing a Hawaiian shirt. What is this music? Okay, I'm gonna turn that slightly down. Talking up the fact that I put the pieces of the rigorous underground hell machine together, and I got clued into the matrix of eye openers. Through. Well, let's just call my man here an informant. Knew him from way back when. Sourced me into my being, pretty much. And now, he sourced me one more time for good measure, but he said this was my last tip-off. Hint was that this place was rotten, and he said in a narratorly tone of serious business, so he ain't playing any games, but we are. Every single thing that you are saying still just sounds like a bunch of pointless claptrap, which I don't want to hear. And I don't really think that I care anyways, but I'll give you like one more go at properly explaining why you are trying so hard to sell me on this. Got all this figured out, but I need you to pair up with high fructose for this one. Because, to be honest, you is getting dragged in whether you in or you out. You better not be talking about who I think you're talking about. Damn straight, I'm talking about the Arkman. Please, do me a solid rep and get over yourself so we can get these balls moving fast soon, cause we are on the clock. No, never, not going to happen. Pernicious Overkill gave up trolling and collapsed to Kahuna. Taz set online status, the cloying. The floodgates were pretty much open already. Being on incognizable is pretty much like being on clothing, so you might as well invite the rest of the crowd to start going wild. Your Scorp theme is Hogan's Heroes. You really wish you could scrub off all of these dirty watermarks and replace them with somebody who isn't a pious, ego-gargling sellout. Speaking of, Taz, go downstairs. Birdcage. That's a pretty big birdcage. Is that Fanta? Taz, examine bar. Oh no, that's Fago. Fair enough. Should probably go ahead and alright. Wait. What is this? Alright. Taz, examine bar. On the bar, you see 2 unopened bottles of pinball fuel and a nice looking meat slab cooked just the way you like it. Raw. You can't take a moment to settle in for a nice meal right now, though, as you have to lay down the smackdown on a loudly blaring in-group hearsay. There you are. Taz, berate Hulk Hogan. Oh god. Look at you, you filthy, degenerate piece of mat scum. You've given yourself up, and the rest of the world onlooking is putting you down. Your locomotive trend of others treading by your heel is as unctuous as the al dente grain worms you put onto the masses. You will fall, and if you're not tossed by the harshly gripping and unceremonious hand of the 2 above, then you yourself will relay a clean finish to the slate of this world and the next. The go-away heat just keeps getting hotter for you. Oh boy. Well, time for Volume 2 eventually. What is this? Oh yeah, that. Alright. Play the Stanley Parable. Good game. Alright. Oh, it's his own folder this time. Good. Oh. Even more. Play. But don't stop that. And now? Alright, now. Freaking 3. Alright. Taz admired championship prizes. This belt was the first you ever took home around 2 sweeps ago, but you've won many more since then. You're a real fort pleaser. Most of your belts, outside of those won for various key match grades and scramble royales, are for high performance. As the title holder, you are allowed to take your victims' practically unrecognizable remains back for display purposes. You have a friend who can do taxidermy reasonably well, but you're not really a big fan of asking for help, so you reconstructed and solidified his corpse with concrete. I'd like to think you did a pretty good job. Oh, next. Well, it appears you have a problem now. Taz, investigate screen. Oh god. What? Oh, you motherfucker. It killed something, oh god. Your custodian really has the whole scale of your relationship backwards. She believes that she's semi-aquatic queen of your hive, yourself, and more than likely the world. Everything is her property, including the match pick you've been keeping stowed away in the fort. Next. Oh no! Oh god! Can't help but feel a little sorry that he wound up down there. He looks a lot better than what would have happened if you actually got around to getting your hands on him, but it's for the best that his carcass didn't land into the black depths. This is dark. Oh! This is actually pretty beautiful. And big. Look at all of this. That's... Why? Why? What? What the fuck is this? What is this? This isn't a thing. What is this? What the fuck? Okay, we're done here. The lineage of those who normally take care of the world's oceans were all cut down a long time ago by a self-proclaimed tyrant who wanted to stand as the one and only of his stature. And now, all measures of the sea hierarchy only approximate about 0.1% of the entire world's population. That figure is already dwindling as it is due to the general environmental standards. The water has only been degrading since that time. The Renaissance. Sure.
Renaissance.
Renaissance, okay. That was aggressively simple. All of the pollution, from normal garbage to hazardous items like toxic waste and chemical mixtures, has been dumped into the ocean as if it's the general dross receptacle. You have to force your Lucis to stay away from its natural habitat, doing absolutely anything to keep its mind away from the call of the wild. As such, it's become horribly stir-crazy. The wildlife has taken a great toll on the oceans as well. All of the prolonged exposure has turned what used to be the mostly harmless sea creatures into cannibalistic carnivores that feast off the flesh of their own kind and mutate into unholy beasts with extra eyes and wiggling appendages, the likes of which can't even be found in the most exploitative of average dwellings. That stands for part of the reason people like you even exist. With the overpopulation of lowbloods running amok, somebody has to thin the numbers out, even if it isn't for a truly decent purpose. Reasons like those are why you can't bring yourself to care about this as much as you want to. Reasons like this are why you won't ever apologize for something worth doing. Arcjek, recover. Oh boy. Wait, I forgot. Volume. Now. Sounds nice. Oh gee. Oh god, what the fuck? Heck. Guess I... Oh god. Really wants me to click that next arrow, huh? It's not time for you to see me again just yet. Wake up. Oh. Well, fuck! It happened again. Arcjek, inspect drawing. It's the only way. It appears that we have quite a bit of catching up to do. Moving this along requires cooperation from both ends. So please, bear with gaps until they're completely filled. Ah, this is the spot where we need to be. Unlike some others, it appears... No, stop. I don't want to open Task Manager. Bleh. Unlike some others, it appears that this girl has been patiently waiting for her time to come, doing no wrong and no harm as per usual. The innocent and tranquil look is pretty much gone at this point, but this soothing atmosphere is starting to take the cryptic frequency and laying it down, and latent sorrow down a notch. Who is she? Enter name. Your name is Albion Shakra. You are the 12th and final in a long line of extraterrestrial prophets. The true name of these multi-universal deities only given the vague term of Star Children. Your overall purpose in life is to teach others about coming together, not only with others, but also with themselves in order to build up thoughts of overall optimism and exuberance, rather than the constant feelings of fear and self-doubt that dwells inside every living creature. Each star child has a specific gift relating to the truth of their world. However, as the last in the line, you have none, and instead are given the opportunity to bear all previous gifts to become a being of complete conciliation, the pure oneself. You communicate with your guardian, who is made up of the souls of those star children who came before you through meditation in order to prepare for the point where you are to merge as a singular being. The time of this juncture specifically is set for the point in which your planet is broken beyond repair. And you know that time has always been tonight. Aside from your obligations, you have a variety of more casual interests. You enjoy finding constellations and forming pictures with the night sky as your mental canvas. Each and every sextant menagerie of bright gas and light positioning in the firmament to tell you a story. You then take the time to pen these tales in ancient pretexts as records of legend in an attempt to revive the lost tradition of planetary folklore. You have a vested interest in collecting colorful and flagrant incesses, which emit calming aromas that help you keep your body chemistry at a balance, so that you are in total control of your spirit power, a complete manifestation of emotion, which you monitor and use through your mood ring. Though the need of doing such rarely occurs, as you are an extreme pacifist with absolutely no tolerance in letting unneeded confrontations stand. Most of your other free time is spent solving problems and being the resident's shoulder to cry on amongst your other friends, though most specifically your Moirail and part-time auspiciant Taz. Oh my god. Oh my god. On fire. I just want to get there. Don't know the rest of the lyrics. I feel fancy. Your true tag is Demiurge quantified, and you speak in a manner that really shines. What will you do? Albion, check mood ring. Albion? Aradia? You are completely green and stable. Hooray! You already knew this because your ring is always completely green and stable, as that is your will. But you like to treat each time you see it like a little mini achievement anyway. It really makes the consistency feel earned rather than like a nightly chore for your state of mind. Because of the uniform nature that is your disposition, you never catch yourself with more than a glimpse of the other moods present, with a few exceptions. Hope, blue; compassion, purple; and pity, pink, are ones you can allow for prolonged period. Fear, yellow; greed, orange; and especially rage, red, are expressly forbidden, not by star children more than yourself. It is said that when you merge with your Lucis, your mood ring will turn a ghostly white, representing the life you will now lead. If your ring were to turn black, though, it would mean you have lost any power you once had. You would feel blank. You won't let that happen. Albion, read table scroll. You're taking the time to properly translate it to current text first, which has been taking longer than you expected. Your language as of now is structured very differently than that of anything before the Renaissance. Renaissance. Oh god, I already forget how to pronounce it. In both phrase and symbol. You've been staying away from digging deep into the scroll until you've gotten that done. You like to be surprised when you read tales of the past. You really have your priorities straight. Though, from what you've seen just at this quick glance, it seems to talk about some sort of curse through blood. Doing this task was once not for your personal enjoyment, but at the request of your mate Sprit, who you have been slowly teaching planetary customs as they are rather behind. Your ring begins to turn pink. You slap it. It goes back to green. So, is this like in the future or something? Cause or either that or she's not actually from Alternia or something. Albion admires slime pits. This isn't your typical Recupera-kun, and is instead called a Recupera-kun, more used for pure relaxation. Your species is very bad at naming new things. Meditation takes a lot of focus and poise. Going in here is a good way to take the tension out of your system. You use glop enhancers to make each experience slightly different, though you've been set on miraculous view lately. The colors really permeate in both size and smell. Albion, receive message from Taz. Right on schedule. You could feel the hot passes of her overblown conundrums coming from a mile away. However, you'll need your astral projector in order to use Scorp and speak with her, a device which has been placed in your spirograph modus. Albion, open spirograph modus. How long have I... Oh gee, I'm past the hour mark. Your modus is currently rigged to an 11-card system on a 10-point graph. Oh boy. Fun. The actual projector holds the spot in the middle, which will always be a white card. It is also surrounded by 5 currently inaccessible black cards and 5 accessible green cards. The center card... Alright. The center card can be accessed and can have something new put in it at any time. Doing either of these actions will alter the arrangement of the spirograph. Certain, usually complex, configurations will have some cards more accessible and others more inaccessible. If the center card is removed, depending on the configuration, another specific card will be slotted into the center. Vice versa, for if a card is added to the center card, to the center slot, the card is removed from a position that isn't the center, the configuration will change, but the center card will not. However, more simple alterations will allow sets of cards to be moved around without changing the graph, such as switching certain levels with each other. Removing any currently accessible card or adding an extra card will change and add an extra point to the spirograph. It shifts depending on how many cards are in the deck. Albion, retrieve astral projector. Luckily, you've rigged your motors with some of your less appealing sounding candles to have your item just where you need it. The spirograph now allocates one of your translated scrolls into the center card, allowing your potent glop enhancer, spare incense sextant, and grubby juice scented candle around it as the in-assist cards. Not that you'll be needing them anytime soon. Aren't things much better when you plan ahead? This is very complicated. Albion, use Astral Projector. You place the Astral Projector in front of you, using your spirit power in order to activate it. You will now have electronic access in the cell. Albion, meditate. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Tranquility is an asset harshly underutilized in the minds of others. That is why yours acts as a personal safe haven. Albion, activate Scorp. And that is page 100. I've been recording for more than a hecking hour. But this was actually pretty freaking good. I think I'll bookmark it. So, since I can't save game, they don't have that feature apparently. I am definitely going to keep reading this. I guess I'll continue off next week. It's pretty good. If I do 100 pages per reading session, by the time I get to end of Act 2, the Flash should be out. So I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, thanks for watching and putting up with my freaking dumb voice. They also have a game apparently. Hmm. 6 volumes. Like freaking Friendsim. I'll have to check that out too. Hmm. I guess I could kind of like rotate it, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, like one Vast Error, one Snowbound Blood, like that, I guess. Seems good. Oh well. And then this, well, it was, hmm. I have a store too and a Patreon. And then music I'm already aware of. Ooh, like shirts with custom symbols? Huh. Oh gee. Mugs. That looks cool. But that's about it. Not really that interesting. Have a Bart for the road! Oh boy. Yeah. So I guess March 22nd, 322 is like some sort of freaking memed. Yeah, the funny Vast Error number. Guess that was when it was made or something. Interesting. Oh god. Oh god. Freaking good. And that's about it though. Whoa. We're done here. Whoa.